I think you should chase what energizes you. Everyone talks about passion, legacy, purpose. Yeah. The one word to pay attention to is energy. I love that. That's it. Let's simplify this, okay? So whatever energizes you naturally expands you, feels like possibility, is exciting to do. It may be scary, that doesn't matter. It has to do with how it makes you feel, right? When you were in your 20s, money made you feel good. It expanded you, it energized you. Chasing the money, that was the game. That was your passion, that was your purpose. There's nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. And I particularly want to say that to the women that are watching. Yeah, because it is socialized into women not to chase success like that, not to go after the money. And so, if what energizes you is amassing wealth, go for it. But what happened, and the reason why I say that, is because people talk about the word passion or purpose, right? And the truth is, it's not a person, place, or a thing. It's not. It is the feeling of being expanded and energized. Great, if you're pursuing your passion, it means that you wake up every day and are energized. So instead of trying to think, what's my purpose? What's my passion? What's my purpose? What's my passion? Instead of thinking like that, I want you instead to ask yourself, what could I do today that would energize me? What energizes me? If it's making money, figure out how to make money. If it is making a difference, figure out how to make a difference. It could be in any single shape or form, but if it energizes you, that's what you need to follow. And what happens is that passion, also because it's energy, it dissipates over time. Because when you first start making money, it's thrilling. But what happens is, once you learn how to do something, once you can do it over and over again, it starts to become routine, which means it's no longer energy, right? Which is why every entrepreneur out there goes through the mode of chasing the money, and then you hit the money that you need to make. And then you're like, I'm not fulfilled. I went through that. Finally, I did that. And it's because you were energized by the money, and now you're not. Now you got to be energized by the next thing. And for you, it's clearly service. It's clearly making a difference. It's empowering others. And so when I look back on my trajectory, the thing that energizes me is making people feel like they matter. It's that simple. It is giving people hope in a situation where they don't have it. It is shining a light on the path forward when somebody feels stuck in darkness. And now that I know that those moments are the things that make me get up out of bed and energize me, I can trace back all the way to the moment of being a public defender in Manhattan, 22 years old, straight out of law school, defending a kid who, and I met him for the first time. He had been arrested. I met him during night court in New York City. I was a brand new young attorney. This kid had been arrested for throwing a champagne bottle in the middle of Times Square on New Year's Eve, and it had come down on a woman and sliced her face open. Oh my God. He had been ID'd and pointed at by her friends as allegedly the kid who had done it. And he was a junior in high school, a high school kid on his way to go to junior college, mom working hard, terrified, absolutely terrified. And I met him because he had been arrested and the family couldn't afford a lawyer. I was a legal aid criminal defense attorney and I was assigned to represent him. And I remember walking back into the cages behind the judge's bench. Because if you look at a judge in a courtroom, there are two doors typically, one to the right, one to the left. One of those doors leads to the hallway, which is what all the court officers and administrative workers walk through. That's behind the court system. The other one leads to cages that are behind the judge, which is where they hold the inmates as they're waiting to come in and get arraigned, or they're waiting for the trial. And so I walked back there and I called out this kid's name and I just remember him asking, "Is my mom out there? Is my mom out there?" And I said, "Look, I'm going to tell you something. I make you two promises. I'm going to get you out of here tonight and I'm going to do everything I can." He was like, I didn't do it. I swear to God, I didn't do it. And I promised him, I said, I'm going to get you out of here tonight and I'm going to do everything I possibly can to clear your name. And I remember the relief in his face and he said, "You believe me?" I said, "Of course I believe you. Hope." Holy crap, that moment my heart blew open. And it's those moments where you give somebody hope, where you show them the path forward, where you're stronger and clearer in that moment than they are, so now they can be. And that's what I show up and do every single day. Settings. Use a female clear American voice for the narrator. Use YouTube audio library only. Add bold subtitles with a popping effect. Passion and energy, they're like the heartbeat of our lives. Without them, everything feels dull and lifeless. But when you find what truly excites you, it's like a spark that ignites a fire within. It drives you forward, gives you purpose, and makes every day feel like an adventure. Passion evolves over time. What excites you today might not be the same thing that excites you tomorrow, and that's okay. It's part of growing and discovering new facets of yourself. Embrace the journey and let your passion lead you to new and unexpected places. Imagine the role of a public defender. It's not just a job, it's a calling. It requires immense passion and energy to stand up for those who cannot stand up for themselves. These defenders channel their drive to fight for justice, often against overwhelming odds. Their work is a testament to the power of dedication and the impact one person can make. Hope is a powerful force. It's what keeps us going when times are tough, what gives us the strength to keep fighting even when the odds are against us. Hope fuels our dreams and inspires us to reach for the stars. Never underestimate the power of hope. It can transform lives and move mountains.